2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday the 31st of August, and it's Eat Outside Day. And a big happy birthday to Richard Gere, Debbie Gibson, Van Morrison and Parade Harrington. There were 26,476 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday and 48 additional deaths. The bank holiday weekend saw the inclusion of the British Army's Operation Pitting, which safely evacuated over 15,000 people through Afghanistan's Kabul airport. Boris marked the event with a video address from Downing Street.
All remaining soldiers, diplomats and civil servants have now left. UK troops and officials have worked round the clock to a remorseless deadline in harrowing conditions.
The Deputy Commander of Operations for the RAF, Air Marshal Jerry Mayhew, says the effort from the armed forces has been extraordinary.
For the air mobility fleet, this is unprecedented, probably the biggest lift since the Berlin airlift, with 15,000 people in 2 weeks, but it's 165 missions by these aircraft behind us, so an extraordinary effort.
Now that the airlift has come to an end, the focus from the international community has been on ensuring the Taliban uphold their promises to allow those with authorisation to leave the country. Dominic out-of-office Raab chaired a virtual G7 foreign minister meeting on Sunday, which called for united action towards the Taliban. And James Cleverly, Foreign Office Minister, says the UK will be keeping a close eye on how things unfold.
What we have said to the Taliban is that we will judge them on their actions rather than their words. They have claimed a willingness to respect human rights. We are highly sceptical, very, very sceptical.
Labour's Stephen Kinnock says the withdrawals left the UK and its allies with some difficult choices in terms of what happens next.
It's a deeply unpalatable reality that the Taliban are now, broadly speaking, in control of Afghanistan, and we are going to have to work with them to deal with an even greater evil, which is ISIS-K.
As America wrapped up its final stages of evacuation, there were a number of attempted attacks on Kabul airport, with US anti-missile defences intercepting rockets and a drone strike targeting what the Pentagon says was a suicide bomber in a car. Now, reports from Kabul suggest that up to 10 members of one Afghan family were killed by that drone strike, and US Major General William Taylor says the US are now investigating the reports.
On Sunday, US military forces conducted an unmanned over-the-horizon airstrike on a vehicle known to be an imminent ISIS-K threat. We are aware of reports of civilian casualties, and we take these reports very seriously.
And then, on Monday night, General Kenneth McKenzie of the US Central Command confirmed that the US had completed its evacuation of Afghanistan. There was gunfire and fireworks across Kabul as the Taliban celebrated.
I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the end of the military mission to evacuate American citizens. The last C-17 lifted off from Hamid Karzai International Airport on August 30th this afternoon at 3:29 p.m. East Coast time.
Almost exactly 16 years after Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans, Hurricane Ida made landfall with 150-mile-per-hour winds, making it the 5th most powerful storm to hit the United States. The good news is that at least this time, New Orleans flood defences held, but the results have still been devastating, including power shortages and flooding as President Joe Biden declared a major disaster in Louisiana.
There's been at least one confirmed death, and that number is likely to grow. We've got 1 million people in Louisiana without power. For a time, Ida caused the Mississippi River to literally change its direction.
Louisiana is already struggling under a wave of COVID patients, and Republican Senator Bill Cassidy says Hurricane Ida's seen the roofs blown off 2 hospitals.
Another hospital which had a portion of its generator go out. They're not on mechanical ventilation. They're just having a nurse push the bag and breathe, and as they move to another part of the hospital. So even buildings that were designed to withstand hurricanes were terribly damaged.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Camila Cabello talks Cinderella and the Batman is back. Right after this.
You're listening to the Smart 7. If you're enjoying it, you might also like the Smart 7 Island Edition. Just search and follow us on your favourite podcast platform.
3,
Monday saw more medals rolling in for Team GB at the Tokyo Paralympics, with 8 more added to the total. There were 3 golds across para-equestrian, with Lee Pearson picking up his 14th title, wheelchair racer Andrew Small in the 100 metres, and archer Phoebe Patterson-Pine winning gold at her first Paralympics. Team GB's Ellie Robinson missed out on a medal by a quarter of a second in the S6 category 50-metre butterfly, but she had inspirational words for Channel 4 after the race.
I remember saying, if I have to crawl to the block on my hands and knees, I will do it. And I'm just so proud of myself for getting this far, because I've been in agony this whole year. This is just showing people that what threatens to weaken you will not conquer you. You will overcome it, and you will end on your own terms. You are in control.
The new Cinderella movie/musical, which drops on Amazon Prime this week, has already gone viral for their James Corden dance-off in LA traffic. Cinderella is played by singer Camila Cabello, who says things are different in this reimagined version of the fairy tale.
Cinderella is just like a badass in this one. And, you know, she's not waiting for a prince to save her. Like, she's saving herself. I feel like the whole fairy tale values need to be rewritten, you know, for 2021. And that is what Kate Cannon, our fabulous director, did. She just, like, rewrote it for young people now.
We've had a few Batman movies over the years, haven't we? Michael Keaton's putting the suit back on for the Flash movie shortly, but the most anticipated version of Batman is the new Matt Reeves take on Gotham's grumpy superhero. Starring Robert Pattinson as Batman, it has been delayed by COVID, but now a proper trailer's finally dropped. And it looks good. Dark, but, you know, good. It's also got Colin Farrell as the Penguin, Paul Dano as the Riddler, and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman.
If you are justice, not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.